Nobody likes feeling weak. We want to feel strong, capable, in control. We want to have all the answers, all the resources, all the strength we need. But life has a way of reminding us that we're not as strong as we think. Challenges come, loss happens, unexpected hardships appear, and suddenly we're faced with our limitations. Yet it's often in those moments that God does his greatest work. The Apostle Paul struggled with what he called a thorn in the flesh. 3 times he asked God to remove it. But God's answer was unexpected. "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Think about that. God didn't say his power is made perfect in our strength. He said his power is made perfect in our weakness. Why? Because when we're strong, we tend to rely on ourselves. But when we're weak, we learn to rely on him. And that's where true strength is found. The world teaches self-reliance. God teaches God-reliance. The world says, "You can handle it yourself." Faith says, "I need God's help." And there's no shame in that. Moses felt inadequate. Gideon felt unqualified. Jeremiah felt too young. Yet God used each of them in extraordinary ways, not because they were strong enough, but because God was. Maybe you've been feeling weak lately. Maybe you're carrying a burden that's heavier than you expected. Maybe you're facing a challenge that seems bigger than you. Remember this: your weakness does not disqualify you. In fact, it may be the very place where God wants to reveal his strength. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to carry every burden alone. You don't have to be strong enough on your own, because God's strength begins where your strength ends. And when you place your trust in him, you'll discover that his power is greater than your weakness. His grace is greater than your struggle. And his strength is more than enough for whatever you're facing today. So don't be discouraged by your weakness. Bring it to God, because sometimes the greatest testimony comes from watching God do what only he can do. And that's where true strength is found.